The Yawning Portal Tavern, a common meeting place for adventurers, mercenaries, planeswalkers, spies, and a multitude more. Many a fortune has been made by descending into the Undermountain, the entrance to which is what made the tavern most famous. However, even more lives have been lost. Such is the way with the high-risk, high-reward life of adventuring. Tonight, after much persistence and spending of some coin, a young group of hopefuls have managed to buy the time of the tavern's standoffish owner, Durnan. Cups are passed around, and the gruff bartender joins the aspiring adventurers at the table. Another group of bright-eyed young ones looking for fame and fortune. Idiots you all are. But at least you have enough sense to ask for advice. Keep buying drinks, and let old Durnan fill your thick skulls with some wisdom. This here's the story of another group, one called Starfall. Yeah, you've probably heard of them. This was a professional outfit, not a motley crew like you lot. You see, this merchant family out of Oakhurst, the Hukrales, they hired Starfall to go looking for two of their own, Talgan and Sharwin, a brother and sister who went off with a group of adventurers into a place called the Sunless Citadel and hadn't returned in a month. The family matriarch, Carowin Hukrale, wanted them to bring back the sibling signet rings, 125 gold pieces per ring per person. Double that if they could bring them back alive. Now, Starfall, they did what every good adventuring party should do. They started asking around, trying to find out what the deal with the Sunless Citadel was. Rumor had it that it had been a hideout for a dragon cult before Mount Hope now blew up some 30 years ago. That eruption opened a fissure and swallowed the whole thing. As far as anyone could tell, it was now inhabited by goblins. Goblins. Speaking of the nasty little buggers, there was an odd relationship with Oakhurst and those goblins. It seems they'd come to town twice a year. On the summer solstice, they'd bring a ruby red apple to trade that had healing power. In the winter solstice, they'd have this pale white apple that was like poison. Asking about the adventurers, they learned the Hukrale siblings went off with a paladin of Helm named Sir Brayford, a ranger named Caracas, and a gnome priest of Lathander named Urky Timbers. Damn fools. The most important thing they did, though, was go to Oakhurst's Tavern, the Old Boar Inn, and speak to the bartender. Because if there's one thing a certain long-bearded, pointy hat-wearing wizard is fond of reminding me of, bartenders are the best source of gossip. And they learned the last person to come through asking about the Citadel was a dirty-looking wild man named Balak some 12 years prior. The only real thing that stood out about that man was that he had a very large pet frog. Anyway, with all that, they set out some 7 miles out of town into the craggy foothills of Mount Hope now, deep into the Neverwinter wood. There, they found a miles-long fissure descending into deep into the earth, and followed the old road right up to its widest spot, where evidence of campfires and several stone pillars hinted at the Citadel's presence. The only other clue was a knotted rope tied to one of the pillars, descending down into the ravine. So this is now where you find yourselves. Standing over a deep ravine, descending down into darkness, some stone pillars standing near you on the edge of the ravine, a knotted rope tied to one of these pillars leading down into the ravine. What do you do?
Check the rope that's tied there is actually not like ancient and is going to destroy itself when we're climbing down it.
No, I'm not seeing anything in the Oakhurst handout. Yeah, it's blank.
It's blank.
Yeah, it's blank.
Oh. How about now?
There we go.
There we go.
Yep.
That's basically all the information I just gave you for easy reference. Alexi, so you go to check the rope. It's not ancient. It's weather beaten, but it's solid and serviceable.
So it would take Alexi's weight on the way down.
Yes.
Awesome.
So
So
obviously take my weight.
I think we should, if this is the way down by the looks of it.
I'm gonna look down look down into the ravine, see if I can see anything.
Do I have to
Sorry.
prepare my spells?
Your spell should be prepared, yes. So you're going to want to pick your 4 spells that you're going to have prepared for the day.
Okay.
So the way this ravine is it's one of those kind of deals where it sort of very sharply arches back in on itself, but you can see the rope hangs down to about 50 feet down to a stone outcropping. That's about all you can really tell.
Okay.
We're looking down a ravine.
Yeah.
So it's about a 50. Look to the other. So should we start climbing down?
Before that, more curious than anything, I'm looking around at the surroundings on the surface level.
So how deep does this hole look?
It's very hard to tell.
Okay. Well,
And okay, hold your horses. Tam asked me a question. Tam, please roll investigation or survival, your choice. What were you looking for?
Nothing in particular, just looking to, I suppose, to see if anything's out of place. Signs of recent habitation.
There's several old campfires, but you can't tell how old they are. But they have been kicked over but not hidden. There's getting close to the pillars. You can see that there's crude graffiti written onto them using Dwarvish script, but it's not the Dwarvish language. And I know none of you speak the language.
I do.
No, this particular language, nobody does.
Oh, okay.
I say it uses the Dwarven script, but it's not in Dwarven.
Right.
it's just gibberish. So, Chrysandria will reach up to her forehead and touch the gem on her diadem and starts to speak out an incantation, and generates 4 orbs of light to send down the ravine.
You have dancing lights?
I do.
While she's doing that, Dara is just gonna do the simpler thing of throw a rock down there and listen for how long it takes to hit something.
Lexi's gonna pull up the rope and actually measure how long the rope is before it touches the ground.
Well, now we can visually see down this ravine here.
Hold on. Okay, yeah. So Chrysandia creates the little colored dancing lights. They go down into the ravine, and you can see it just opens into this wide chasm. Where the rope goes is down to a ledge, which then follows several crude cut staircases that kind of zigzag down. And it just barely, the light penetrates deep enough that where you can kind of make out the front facade of an old tower.
Interesting. So who's going down first?
Well, Alexi will. This guy, Lexi's will. It's how we'll do it.
I'll
Plus,
follow
you know,
Lexi.
There's nice knowing you.
Dara
It's-
puts out a hand to hold her back and moves toward the rope. Him, sorry. How about I do this?
You can if you like, Lassie, but if something charges while you're down there, you're gonna be in a bit of trouble.
I've done worse. And without any further argument, she starts down the rope. Damn it, I'm sorry. I forgot to put in the review that over dinner she did disclose to everybody that she's an assassin. It's now known to Starfall.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so
Which is why
It's not-
which is why it's important to know whether Chris's character was with us earlier on or later. That would determine whether she knows that or not.
all right, so it doesn't take any skill check to climb down the rope. It's knotted and sturdy.
Nice.
Cool.
And you guys can see your characters.
Yep, I can see mine.
Yep.
Huh.
See my-
Was not intending that. Please don't place them until I'm, because
Sorry.
I'm going to bring you in as you come in.
Understood.
Awesome.
Awesome, Bob.
Oh, and so now that you can click on it, and you'll see a bunch of stuff pop up. The green circle is HP. The blue circle is AC, just for quick reference.
And the red?
Nothing right now. I might do something with it later. Certain characters who have like certain class attributes, it might be, but for right now, red means nothing.
Okay.
A sandy ledge overlooks a subterranean gulf of darkness to the west. The ledge is wide but rough. Sand, rocky debris, and bones of small animals cover it. A rough-hewn stairwell zigs and zags down the side of the ledge, descending into darkness.
I'll
It's
climb
sturdy.
down and go back.
Yeah. Lexi
I
would
call
have
back.
followed the second. Like, Lexi would have been straight after Dara got down there.
Kashim will go third. Or if people would prefer, I can keep in the rear.
As
I'm not great at combat.
Alexi comes down right behind Dara, and Dara calls up to the top. It's sturdy. From the hidden in little crevices and such come
Oh, it's rats.
Oh hell.
It's beavers.
come 3 giant rats.
Boy.
Lexi slings his shield off and gets ready to fight. I believe his line would be, "I warned you, lass."
So there's only 2 people at the bottom of the hole right now?
Yep.
How
The
far
time
down,
and
how far down is it?
50 feet. Everybody was coming down. So it's Alexi and Dara are at the bottom. Kashim said he was right behind them. Who was next?
I'll pile in after Kashim.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the rear.
All right, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Damn it, Red.
Damn
Ooh!
Man.
22!
I did not roll a 1 though, I rolled a 2. My initiative.
I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
So I did not fumble my initiative.
Not as bad as that giant rat.
Good lord. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Naturally, when she got to the bottom, she pulled out a weapon. That's to be
That's
expected.
adventure 101.
Yeah.
there's no like actions dedicated to drawing a weapon. Everybody essentially has quick draw.
Oh, okay, good.
Nice.
All right. I made a couple of edits to the update. So
Okay.
little ones, nothing major.
Okay. Dara, I'm still waiting on you to roll initiative.
I did.
I'm seeing it on her screen.
So she rolled a 14.
Did she click the button that says initiative?
I did.
Yeah, I can see it. It's
Yeah, it's right after mine.
yeah, it's right there.
Oh,
Hang on.
that's really weird. It's not listed as the turn order.
Yeah, the only person who got on the turn order is
Alexi and
Yeah, I'm showing Chris got a 22.
and Ryan.
That's weird. Why did it work
Cam
for
got a
those
5.
two, not everybody else?
I apologize, I had a hungry
Because we're
kitty to
not
deal with.
range of the
Okay.
rats.
No, that's got nothing to do with it.
Welcome back, Tim.
And it can't be because they're the only ones on the map, because Dara's on the map, and
Excuse me. It says to me you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Yeah.
Click your token.
Try again. There we go.
That worked.
Still didn't put her in the turn order though. Oh,
It
no,
did.
there she is.
It did.
So what?
Okay.
So I think you got to have your token selected when you go to roll initiative.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I gotta.
No,
Yeah.
I got 4 this time. That's fucking.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I did worse this time too.
Sorry.
Learning
No worries.
experience.
Mhm.
Learning experience, it happens.
By the
I
way,
don't
I
feel
like
so
the
bad now.
soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
You need to count my 22. That was bad.
Nope. We all.
So,
Nope. Huh?
so we're not
Every-
allowed. So we're not able to roll initiative until Nox moves our tokens onto the map.
No,
No,
that's not
No.
true.
you gotta click your token to make sure it's selected. Then click your initiative in your character sheet.
Literally 10% of what I have.
Actually, do me a favor. Click on your click on your token. Is there up on the upper right hand corner a button that says initiative, saving throw, and skill check?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's just for me then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see about trying to make an initiative macro for players, but it's the same thing. Great, so everybody's set?
Nope. Clicking on my token, but it's not registering the initiative.
Your token is selected. You've got like the little
Should be a health
border
bar
around it.
Nope.
Mm.
I have a little hand appear over my token when I press the mouse click.
That's the problem. Go up to the toolbar and the hand, mouse over that. and
Change
then
it to select mode.
set
Yeah,
select
duh.
mode. Yep. Like I said, the interface is a little clunky.
There we go.
All right.
The one with a -1 to his initiative rolls better than most of us.
Yeah.
That's jacked up, man.
Hey, I got -1 and rolled terrible.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay!
Ryan. All right, Ryan, you're first. Even though you're at the top of the thing. I'll say that basically like 2 people can get down each round.
Okay.
So next round it'll be
In that case, can I fire from where I'm at on the rope? I just need a free hand, right?
for what, for a spell, or
Yeah.
if it's in range?
Right. I think I'm in range for Eldritch Blast.
What's
I
the
hope.
what's the range on it?
Let me get that pulled up.
I'm definitely in range for a spell from where I am.
Yeah, your
Spells.
firebolt's 120.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast, 120 feet.
All right, you definitely got range, and all you need is one hand. So what are you going to shoot at?
Alright, we're gonna fire at the rat on the bottom, the furthest one, I guess.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright, so how do I do the spell? Just click on the spell?
yeah, that should be all you need.
Nope, that didn't work.
Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
But you did.
I did.
It's kind of good he did, because that way we know it can be cast somehow.
That's all I did. I went into my spells and clicked on the actual name of the spell.
Yeah, not the one in red text, the one above it.
Oh, okay. Did that work?
No, you posted the spell.
Hang on.
I'll walk over and show him.
No. That's on me. I set the spell up wrong.
Oh, okay, he set it up wrong.
Alright, real quick, this circle to one to the right and one down from me, is that a pit, a pillar, or what?
Okay, he changed it
Hold
up.
on 1 minute.
Okay.
A fire pit. That's what I would guess. Well, like it's got a little background music and you know, rat.
Rye, try again.
Alright. So I'm going back to core.
No, go to spells.
Because I see Eldritch Blast here as a weapon.
Oh, that may have added it. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
There you go.
I can't see it.
So you rolled a 9.
Man, it's force damage too?
Mm-hmm.
Gee.
Unfortunately, that is not enough to hit.
Damn it. Okay.
Bummer.
Alright, well, that's my turn. Need to get the other spells added onto there when you get a chance.
That is all your spells.
What, the Eldritch Blast is the only...
Scroll-
Because I've got Poison Spray as well.
If it's on the attacks and spellcasting list, then it should work.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's I've got Eldritch Blast, but I don't have the other spells on here.
I can
Oh,
use
no,
any
never
of
mind,
these
I do. I'm
spells,
sorry.
right? Any of the ones on this list?
I'm sorry. It's at the top. It's an alpha. It's there. Sorry, my bad.
Uh-huh. Alright, Tip, you're up.
I don't have anything that can hit, so I'm gonna have to take my turn climbing down.
Okay. Dara,
Alright, that ring. What is it?
what ring?
The one that's one to the right and one down from me.
Oh, that's a campfire.
It's a campfire. Is it going?
No. It is an old campfire with like a mound of ash in it.
Alright. But it won't provide any sort of cover.
No.
Or
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, cover's not great right now for any of us.
No. I'm moving a little bit. And I take a stab at this closest one with my rapier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, the rolls on this thing.
Dara moves to the side of the giant rat and stabs with her rapier, but unfortunately doesn't make any contact.
Right over its head.
So
It was a
this
feint.
So it's this giant rat's move. It's going to move here,
Uh-oh.
and it's got an ability called Pack Tactics. So if it's got a ally within 5 feet of, if one of its allies is within 5 feet of its enemy, it gets advantage on its attack.
Oh, great.
Yuck.
Does a 14 hit you?
It does now, since I have leather instead of studded leather.
Mhm. Alright, so you take 3 piercing damage.
Alright.
So the rat comes over and, distracted with the other one, they bite and gnash and that one gets a good bite in on your calf.
Dara gives a short yell.
And his buddy right next to it is now going to attack. Attack Dara. Fortunately, that's a non-nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
But,
That's still enough.
yeah. Why did your HP go up to 9?
I don't know, but I'm showing it as 6. I didn't change it here.
Oh no, there it goes. That was weird.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, I chose the wrong thing. Hang on.
Well, that second one hit me, right?
Yeah, so between the two of them, you are now... Yeah, because that was 6 piercing and the first one was 3. You are now down to 0 health.
Fuck.
Oops.
And you are now bleeding out. So starting in the next round, you'll start taking death saving throws unless somebody heals you.
Okay.
Sure.
Alright, and then Kashim.
Alright, I'm going to finish climbing down. So that should land me right about there.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna point towards Dara and say, do
Oogity
better
boogity.
than that. You can do better.
Alright, so Dara is back up to 6 HP, which I believe that's your maximum.
9 is.
Okay.
So I'm up to 6?
Yes.
Thank God.
And you are conscious but on the ground. But that's okay because standing up doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity or anything like that. Right, so Kashim comes down and casts Healing Word, a magical aura, leaving after he says, do better! And Dara's wounds are healed and she's back to consciousness. Cassandria.
From my position on the rope, I
Thanks for the
fire
advice.
at the rodent directly below. Yeah,
Which one?
Dara. So
The first one that moved to bite.
Wait until I tell you to roll.
my bad.
Because you're firing into melee you're technically firing into melee.
Fuck.
So that's disadvantage on that roll. If you want to redirect that to one of the ones that's not in melee, then I will let you do that.
Healing Word is a bonus action.
Yes, it is. You still have a full action if you so desire. Plus, let's say, half your movement left. Hold on.
I'll keep it in mind for later.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Alright, what were you going to say?
Alright, that's a disadvantage if I target one of the ones that's closest to her.
Yes, because they're engaged in melee combat with it.
Right, and so I basically...
Now, you can target this one here,
Right.
and I'll let you do that, but in the future, please wait until I tell you to roll.
Okay. Well, I didn't know it was gonna... usually when I click on the spell, it asks for me to click on the screen, but I clicked on my character first, and then clicked on the spell, so it automatically rolled. So, it rolled without me being ready for roll. Yeah, I guess I'll target the other one, so I don't have the disadvantage.
Alright, so that hits. That's 7 points of damage.
And of course it doesn't die.
No, that's it. 7 points of damage, has 7 HP, it is done.
Cool.
Rock on.
Woot.
Because a 22 definitely more than
Is there anyone above me on the rope?
Rye is.
I am.
Oh, sorry, Ryan, you're stuck.
Alright.
But you're a warlock, so you can.
I'm gonna kick Chris so I can get down quicker.
Not really.
And that was the last one that had to go, so that one is dead, so it's now to Alex.
Okay, I'm just going to show you my movement, because if you move through a square that they're standing next to, you get attack opportunity, don't you?
No. Well, you cannot move through other characters unless they're two category sizes different. But no. Okay, so the way 5th edition works is moving through somebody's threat range does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Leaving their reach is what provokes attacks of opportunity.
No.
Okay, well, I'm moving to here then, just going across the angle.
Yep, you're good.
And smacking down that rat that's directly between me and Dara.
Okay.
Ooh, is there flanking?
There is.
In this edition.
Do I have
It's
an
a
advantage?
it's a variant rule, and it is not in effect.
My apologies.
Okay.
Damn.
But what it does do is for Dara, because you are within 5 feet of her enemy, it gives her the ability to attack and use her sneak attack.
Oh. Nice.
Yes.
That hits. That hits.
I don't know why second wind went off at all. Like, I was trying to see if I could add that as the spell so it just auto rolls, but it doesn't, and it's messed up.
Well, you don't. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that was how much? 5 damage? 5 damage.
5 damage, yeah.
Alessi comes over, trudging over behind the rat and just. It's not dead, but it is. It is not dead, but it is fucked up. All right, back to the top. Rye.
All right. I'm gonna. Well, I can't climb down because I've got Chris in the way. How far am I? Like, can I jump down safely? Like, jump over Chris and jump down safely?
You are certainly welcome to try. You probably got a 20-foot drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can land right here, if possible.
All right, roll acrobatics.
Oh, boy.
Acrobatics. All
Don't
right.
fail.
Boy, here we go.
I'm sorry, I should have moved out of the way.
That's not bad. Yeah.
All right, Rye lets go of the rope and heaves himself over everybody and comes down to the ground, bruising your knees but not doing any real appreciable damage.
Nice.
All right. Cool.
Smooth one.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can poison spray that one they have.
Okay, remember, rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah, don't
Right.
poison spray me.
Okay, so I am definitely coming across an appreciation for spells that require. Oh yeah, that just requires them to con save.
Nice.
So that shouldn't be right.
Everyone in a 10-foot radius.
Rye, can you hang on. I believe it's an attack spell on top of it. Hang on.
Because I know my spells only require them to make a saving throw.
Some spells require a hit, some don't. It depends.
I just want to point out it's a 10-foot spray, and it's 10 feet between him and the actual.
Which means it would barely hit the rat.
Or he might need to, or he may need to move a little closer.
Yeah, I might not. I might.
Yeah, you're out. Yeah, as of where you're standing, you're out of range for it anyway.
All right. In that case, we'll do the Eldritch Blast instead.
Okay, yeah, that one's not an attack roll.
Cool.
All right, but okay, so go ahead and give me an Eldritch Blast.
All right. Still be at a disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
See, a 9. So once again,
Not hitting.
Rye reaches out and a beam of Eldritch energy flies from his hand, but does not connect and kind of sails between Dara and Alexi and over the rats.
All right.
Watch it.
Right, and Tip, you make it down to the
Exactly what Dara
ground.
said. Watch it, Elf.
Glad I'm a little shorter than you think I am.
Tam, you there?
Yeah, I'm doing some poking around to see how far I am away from the rat.
You're 5 feet from them.
Yeah. I'm going to use my thaumaturgy and raise the volume of my voice in an attempt to spook the animals.
Okay, give me an... What are you doing? Are you roaring? What are you...
Be gone, vermin. The spell says it raises your voice by three times its normal.
Alright. Tip's voice echoes off the cavern walls. Give me an intimidate check.
Oh, remind me not to piss you off.
Ooh.
You're still rolling with advantage.
What do I need to do to change that?
Click there's a toggle on your character sheet where it should say advantage, normal, disadvantage up there at the top.
Oh! I'm clicking on them, but the only normal staying red.
Yeah, that's the idea, is it's a toggle. It's red, it'll be activated.
Well, isn't the 17 the normal without an advantage thing?
Well, it requires you to roll twice, and then advantage takes the best, disadvantage takes the worst.
Exactly. So 17 would be the without the advantage, right?
I mean, either one of those is a good roll, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, let me try
Tammy,
this.
do
Pressing
that.
disadvantage and rolling initiative, or intimidate.
No, I didn't say, I didn't say,
Sorry.
I said just make an intimidation check. I didn't say with advantage or disadvantage.
Ah, okay.
So it would be a normal intimidation roll. Either one of those is fine. Let me do a thing. Oh, whoops. Okay, one of the rats squeaks in fright and starts to run away. Dara, you can use your reaction to make a attack of opportunity.
She's out of her chair for a sec.
Go ahead. Attack with the rapier for me, will you?
Hey,
Do I get one as well?
That's a good question.
Yes, actually, yes, you do. Should you so desire. It's it's called a reaction. You only get one reaction per round, so worth noting.
Oh, I'm happy to use that.
I mean, Dara could very well splat it with
Her attack.
because she'll be with her attack because she can. Oh yeah. Before you roll her attack, on her character sheet below the attacks, there will be a damage toggle for sneak attack. Click that on.
I got it. I'm here.
Ooh,
Thanks, dear.
nice.
Did he already roll? Was that my roll?
Yeah.
Yes!
One. That's an awesome roll.
You're rolling for me from now on.
Lucky charm.
Did you
Right.
toggle on
He
her
did.
sneak attack damage? Okay.
No, actually, no, he didn't. That was without it.
Here, roll. Use the die roller and give me an extra d6.
Just roll a d6.
think. Hang on one second. 4, 8. Yeah. Roll a d6.
Insult to
Princess?
injury, that's all.
Hey, that's all you needed.
Yeah, right?
So the rat goes to flee, spooked by Tip, and Dara just swings out and lops the thing's head off.
With a rapier, that's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah.
The
I
tip
told
of
you
it,
I'd be
like
fine.
the final 3 inches is sharp, and these, despite the fact it says giant rat, they're still small.
Mm-hmm.
So they're the size of a medium dog, essentially.
Uh-huh.
So okay.
The word is revenge.
Yes.
Yeah, they are not. They are not the size of the ROUSs.
What? Well, they're the size of a small dog. Yeah, that's an ROUS.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, and it is Dara's proper turn.
Awesome. I'm gonna get the other one.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do 2 attacks. Can I?
You
can
can't.
do the sneak attack as well.
You cannot do 2 attacks.
Oh, I can't, two-handed thing? Not yet?
What do you mean two? What do you mean two-handed?
Well, I've got 2 weapons. I've got a rapier and a short sword.
They are no. You would need a special ability to wield both of those.
And I don't have that yet.
To wield without the 2-weapon fighting style or the 2-weapon fighter feat, both weapons have to be light.
Oh, both have to be light?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And a short sword is not light. But I think you mean your daggers.
One of them was light. I thought the short
dagger
sword
should be.
was.
It's finesse. I don't think it's light.
I remember one of them was light.
Let me double check. I could be wrong. It's been a while.
Uh-huh.
Some short swords. Okay, no, they are light. Let me check the rules for dual wielding.
I think you don't need the feat for it, but the feat for it removes a lot of the negatives.
Yeah. Hang on.
Here we go.
Okay, hang on. Let me check it. Yeah, because I know that because your offhand doesn't get your does not get your
Ability modifier.
ability modifier.
It's
it's-
page 195
195. There we go.
in the book. I can hear you turning pages, so.
Yeah. 2-weapon fighting. Okay, yeah, so so the way I'm reading it, both weapons have to be light.
Okay.
And I don't think the rapier, no, the rapier could be.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I know it's finesse, but
Also, I'm curious.
The rapier is finesse but not light.
What is 1 minute in relation to a turn?
10 turns.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
important.
because the weapon you're making the attack action has to be light, and then you can make a bonus attack with a different light melee weapon. So
Alright,
both weapons
so
have to be light.
I'll do that later then. Alright, making an attack then with just the rapier. Yeah, baby!
Critical.
Critical for
So-
minimum damage, but
critical for only 4 points of damage. But
Right.
did you forgot to toggle on your sneak attack?
I
So you
get a
roll a
sneak
D6.
attack for this one?
Yes,
Yep,
because
because I'm flanking.
Alexi is within 5 feet of your target.
That thing dies anyway, though, because it already had taken 5 points of damage.
Or 6, actually.
Where'd it go?
105.
And then roll another one. I don't multiply. I multiply dice, not dice results. There we go. Yeah, so
Boom.
Dara just, pissed off that these damn things would gang up on her and take her down, just stabs that last one and basically skewers the thing through the mouth all the way out. She makes a little giant rat kebab out of it.
I told you I'd be fine. To Alexi.
That looks fun.
Alexi looks at her blood-covered legs and goes, I'm sure.
We got this fire pit right here. I can light us on
It's a
fire. We
flash
can
one.
roast that thing real quick.
Maybe your lass won't be so quick to run into danger.
And then Cassandra finally joins everybody on top of the outcrop.
Yes, well, when she moves around, you don't see, all of the creatures within 20 meters find us.
So, curious, what is our light situation down here? How far can we see?
All you low light folks, you can see, 60 feet before your vision is gone. Nobody's, apart from your lights, your dancing lights, which is likely, which might still be going.
It lasts up to 1 minute. So how many turns have we had?
2.
2, yeah.
So,
it's still...
yeah, it's still going. It's not, and you didn't cast anything else that required concentration. No, it doesn't require does it require concentration?
Dancing
actually,
lights?
yes,
No.
it does. So no,
Well, no. You only lose that if you lose concentration on it. You only lose concentration under taking damage or, failing a concentration check, or if you cast another spell that requires concentration.
Okay. So when I get down to the bottom of the landing, I bring all of the orbs down and kind of spread them out over the room.
Those don't penetrate much more because I think they only give off 20 feet of light.
Yeah, it's
pretty
dim too.
Yeah, and it's dim light, so they don't penetrate terribly dark. It's the chasm itself now just down here widened dramatically into the opposite wall. It's well over 200 feet.
Oh,
So you kind of lose it in the darkness. And now that you're here, it's clear that these steps go down probably another 80 feet.
Wow.
Damn.
We got a trip, guys.
I think tripping would be a bad idea.
I think so. They look a little narrow.
Alexi's going to start moving over towards the stairs going down, but trying to keep an eye out for traps. Making sure that we're walking down something that's not going to collapse, using his masonry skill.
Okay. Roll roll investigation. Or no, roll perception. Everything seems fine moving forward. The stairs are definitely very rough hewn.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, hadn't meant to do that.
If anyone doesn't mind, I'm going to start heading down.
Alexi, you've got enough provisions, right? We don't need meat.
I got 2 weeks of provisions minimum.
I think we'll be
here
fine.
is not wearing any armor. I'm curious.
Just you, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah, the rest of us have got at least leather.
Cool. I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
I think that only lasts a little while. I would wait.
8 hours.
No. It
Oh,
lasts
okay.
8 hours. Yeah, that's the sort of thing that a wizard usually starts the day casting.
Yeah.
I think they
Cool.
changed that in this version too, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So back to the earlier question of where the hell did we meet you?
A bar. Anyway, that brings my armor class to 15 for 8 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. Not bad for being no armor. And that is one of my level 1 spells, so I have 1 slot remaining.
Yep.
Alright, no, this is going to be a big mistake, but I'm actually going to follow Alexi.
Okay. You
Alexi
proceed
only
down.
gets lost when he can't see the roof.
But yeah, the stairs. I mean, Alexi, you can tell these are basically very, very rough hewn. Like, not a whole lot of craftsmanship was put into this. This was sort of a
Pick and shovel deal.
yeah.
You know what? I'll take up the rear, since most of what I do is melee, and that puts the casters in the middle.
In that case, I'll go just ahead of Kashim.
Follow up next.
If it starts to get too dark, I'll have to start up my lantern. Unless you're just gonna keep those dancing lights going for.
I can keep those dancing lights going forever. Speaking of, I'll step into the middle of the room and move the orbs down the staircase with us as we go.
The wizard in the middle to help us shed some light, and you never let those damn rogues out of sight.
Can I do an investigation check just to look around the room and see if there's any secret items or hidden treasures?
Go ahead.
It's a 20.
Nice.
Okie dokie. You look around and you see lots of humanoid footprints in the area, or several humanoid footprints in the area, as well as rat tracks. The footprints lead down the staircase. Yeah, you find you kind of look at the, kind of pick over the campfire. You find some small animal bones, some crude iron spear tips, but you don't find much else.
Okay. So it looks like recently there was some human traffic or
Yeah. Yes.
intelligent traffic. Well, I
Yes.
guess I'll just let everyone know that we might not be alone here. There might be somebody a little further down.
I thought that was why we're here. Sorry, that's just what he would say.
Yes, those
It's
missing
kind of
people.
cool, like it has a fog of war. And
We are
it's like-
supposed to find them.
It's like people are lost, that's what we're here to find. And apparently they're here, so we're going to find them.
Well, I guess we're on the right track then, guys. We're not wasting our time.
And come to think, the bartender was calling us professionals.
Well, you know, stories, they get, you know, embellished over time.
Well, I don't think those
have
rats
you
will
been around
disagree.
a bunch of have you ever been around a bunch of professionals? This is how they act most of the time.
Ryan has a good idea. We're at the 1 hour mark. Do you guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Water.
Whatever which way. I have nothing else to do.
Alright.
Right
I'm gonna
next
stop
to it.
recording
I'm,
real quick so I can bring
I'm
the videos
I'm
up.
hoping to push until at least 11 o'clock, if that's cool with everybody.
Hmm
I think I can handle that.
Yeah.
Well, I can wander around because I've got wireless headsets.
So how are we doing so far in terms of getting used to everything and learning the system?
It's good.
I like it.
It's interesting, yeah.
Okay, I like the interface. I haven't been on mine on the 5th edition system yet.
Well, we're just getting going.
I'm having a much more difficult time than normal focusing on it, but I think I'll get there.
I think it's mostly just getting used to what the stats are and all the rest of it.
Getting used to having to learn this interface on top of learning the rule system is also a little clunky.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I meant. It's not throwing me for a curveball, but it's just making it making it different. Going, oh wow, okay, if I click this, this works. And as you've probably seen already, I'm trying to fiddle with the interface to go, okay, how do I add second wind as a actual dice? I just click on it and make the dice roll. Do I